Hello again. I decided to do a second portion of the back to school video. So if you've watched the first one, I hope you've learned a couple of things from it and I hope you've shared it to your other friends. So for this one, I'm going to focus on school supplies in quote, not the regular school supply of pencils, markers, the smart set and all that. I want to focus on the school supply portion for children that are looking like they're ready to go through puberty, going through puberty, just starting to go through puberty, or already, they have their periods and the boys have their deep voice already. So for all of that age category is what I want to touch on today. As you're sending them back to school, it's very, very, very important for them to have a hygiene bag. That's what I call it, hygiene pack, whether pack or bag, whatever name you want to choose for it. And explain why to your children, especially if they've not started their period, but you can already sense that it might be soon. And that's typically between age 9 and 10 and some 11. But make sure you've had the conversation with them. If you don't know how to have that conversation, I believe I have some old videos I'll post on my Instagram page that did justice to that. So today I have two different type of purses. Depending on what color your child like, you can get the pink or the purple or the blue, whatever they like is fine. And I'm just going to do the one for the boys first, and then I will explain some stuff for the girls. So I'll use this for the boys. You can use any type, just like I said. Once they start going through puberty, one of the first things you start notice is they start sweating. They start sweating, and if they are in sport, when they walk through the door after a busy day at doing sport or in school, you can smell body odor. And trust me, sometimes they cannot smell it. So they're looking at you blankly thinking, what's she talking about? So this is where to start. For those that are already in sport, once they start going through puberty, it's advisable that they have antiperspirant, roll-on in their bag. There are different types for boys and for girls. I'm not advertising any product, just showing you different types. And I recently discovered the spray one, and it actually works really good. I actually use this too. It works really good. It gives them 72 hours protection. So maybe they've had gym class during the recess or stuff like that, and they're sweaty already. They can just go to the bathroom and spray this on real quick. It keeps that odor, it keeps it in place, and they come back home with a good smell. But then get them to go shower once they get back home. So let's get to work and pack the bag for the boys. So typically I would put a Kleenex, this is just a facial tissue, let's call it, in there. And I will also give them some wet wipes. You could either do the prepackaged one, either the small individual single-use one, or the bigger ones that have some they can take. What I do, I like to save money, is I always have a bag of wipes in my house. So what I do is just to grab a Ziploc bag, pull out a bit from it, put it in there, clip it very well, make sure it's safe and stay wet, shove it in there. Take that. For that mouth odor, when they talk, sometimes you want to step back like, whoa. Yeah, you can throw one of that in there. I've got hand sanitizer that can go in there. I also like to throw a candy or anything like that. You can see that I'm a Nigerian mom. I always carry Tom Tom. You could do any candy, mint, fresh bread, anything like that, or maybe even a cough drop. Since after COVID, I think cough drop has become a thing for me. So for the guys, this is probably all that I'm going to put in there. This is the guy. Put it in there, zip it all up. So what this does is it's not transparent. Nobody knows what's inside it. Only your child knows what's inside it, and it stays in their backpack. If they need it, all they have to do is grab this and they are good to go. Now I'm going to pack the one for the girls, and there's going to be a difference in what I'm going to pack for the girls. So just like I said at the beginning, if you think your child's period is going to come soon, talk with them about it. Let them know you're not bleeding to death. It's happened to millions of women all over the world. It's normal. It's the way the body was programmed to work. But when your period shows up, These are the things that you should do. And I will also add in here for the girls that have even been doing their period for years, months, is have an extra clothes in your backpack or in your locker at school, especially a skirt or pants, something like that. Keep it in your locker at school so that just in case you have an accident and you stained through and your clothes at the back is showing that you've bled through your pad, you have something you can quickly go change into. If you have a sweater with you, quickly tie it around your waist and just make your way to the bathroom to change that. And I'm also aware that most schools, especially the high schools, if you have a school nurse or a health room or something like that, or even with the counselors or the front office, they keep supplies of sanitary towels. So for any reason you run out of it, let your children know. I'm talking to parents. Let your children know if for any reason they forget their hygiene bag at home or they ran out of tampons or sanitary pads, they can go approach those people. And in most cases, they're women. So, there's no shame of asking a guy for sanitary towels. And if you find yourself in the mall and you need one and there's no store around close enough that carries them, go into the bathroom. They have the vending machine for them. They actually have them at the airport also, that you could just put, I think it's $1 or $2, I don't remember. So carry some money with you also. Make sure they carry some money. Okay, so let's go back to packing the girls' hygiene bag. So the first thing I'm going to put in there is the wipes. And remember what I said? I just take some wipes out of the big baby wipes box and I put it in a Ziploc bag. We'll put that in there. And then we're going to put sanitary towels in there. If your child is just starting and they're a teenager, there's the teenager size sanitary pad. It's a little thinner and a little it's not as wide as the big girls would, but I mean, give them both sizes. As they're growing, they will need the big size. I also like to throw in panty liners for when they think the period is done and all of a sudden they just feel something. Oops, I thought I was done. What's that? They can use the panty liners for that. And by the time your child is like age 6, 7, yeah, start showing them how to put a panty liner in their panties. Start showing them how to put a sanitary pad, how to attach it and all that. So I put that one inside. If you choose to do the individual wipes, like I said, that can go in there also. And fresh breath, right? Nobody wants a stinky mouth person around them. And also, I'll put a hand sanitizer. This can go in their backpack, or if they prefer, it can go in there. But then this is getting really full. So I would definitely put that in their backpack. And then they're also going to need the Kleenex, the facial tissue in that bag also. Because they're girls, I would throw in lip gloss. Like I said the other time, you could throw some candy in there, just in case they feel lightheaded because of heavy period. They can't eat anything, can have a candy in their mouth just to give them that glucose. I also typically would do Kit Kat, a chocolate bar, whichever one they like. I'll throw that in there also. And I see my bag is super full. So this is just for demonstration. You can use a bigger bag. I also throw in a roll-on in there. Now, if they prefer, if they've tried the spray, the antiperspirant spray and the like, there's a smaller bottle of it for traveling. You could get them that, and that can go inside this bag. As the girls are getting older, some of them are comfortable wearing a tampon. If they are, fine, you can have that in there. And teach them, because the first time you can pack it for them, but after that, teach them to know to, check your inventory. That's the word I would use. Check your inventory. Is everything still in there? Do we need to restock? And they know where everything is in your home. So then it becomes their responsibility to check in there and make sure everything they need is in their purse. And let's just zip that up. And there we go. That goes in their backpack. They might even want to keep it in school, in their locker in school. For the older ones that have locker that they can lock, they can keep one in there. And that goes for even our university students also. Carry one with you. There's nothing as frustrating as sitting in class and all of a sudden you freeze knowing that your period just started, and you search through your backpack and you don't have a tampon. You don't have a sanitary towel. That thing can be so not even frustrating. It can be, it's a big deal. it's a big deal. Let's leave it at that. So share this video if you've learned anything from it. If there's something you would like to add that you've added to your own children's hygiene pack that works for them, you can drop it in the comment section so other people can learn from it. Remember, we're a village, we're learning together, we're raising our children together, and God has given us the grace to raise them together. So we keep depending on Him daily to find the right strategy for each child and for each season of that child's life. So God bless you. Congratulations that our children made it through the summer and now they're going back to school, and God will be with them. God bless you. I'll see you next time.